The very first raid of Black Clover Mobile for the global side of the game is about to launch. It has already launched on Asia servers, so this is a screenshot from those servers where people are already allowed to play this live. But I thought before it launches for the rest of global, it would be a good idea to do a video over how the phases work, over what you can get in the exchange shop, and what teams you guys should be using to beat this and clear it easily. As you can see for this raid, there are 6 different parts. Each part will give you more rewards. By the time you get to part 5, part 6, let's say you're getting roughly 100 of these medals per day. And for the amount of time that's going to be out, I think it's going to be out about 8 days, I think is what it is for global. It was longer on JP and KR. They shortened the amount of time for global, just like they shortened the amount of time in between banners and the release of content, which is like good and bad all at the same time. But let's assume you get about 100 per day and it's going to be out for 8 days. That means you can get about 800 of these medals. So if we go to and look at the exchange shop shows that you are able to purchase these things. The biggest thing that stands out to me is the SSR Versatile Mage Piece. This is very, very, very important because you can use it to enhance any SSR character that you want, whether that be Season 2 Noelle, who comes out on the 19th, whether that be Raya or Licht, who just came out, or if it's going to be Julius, who we now know is dropping on the 24th of Christmas Eve, which is absolutely insane. In addition to this SSR Versatile Mage Piece, you can get 3 from the Mage's Pathway, which is really good, and then you can get one more from your missions. So this is just another versatile mage piece you can use to potentially fully enhance a character for free to play if you do those other methods that I just talked about. So that's very, very nice. In addition to this versatile mage piece in the exchange shop, we have the skill upgrade materials that are very nice: the Shard of Will, the Crystal of Will, and Fragment of Will. We also have 2 dishes that you could buy. You have Fuel and you have Stamina. So if we're talking in terms of prioritizing what you're going to buy, because remember, let's say you get about 100 of these medals per day. It's out for 8 days. You get 800 medals in total. That means 500 of those medals are going towards this versatile mage piece because that is your first priority to buy. Okay, it is very, very important, especially as a free-to-play player. This is going to help you a lot. Okay, that leaves you with 300 medals left over. What do you buy with your other 300 medals? Well, definitely not the food. Okay, do not waste your money on the food. It's not worth it. Hopefully nobody does that. And then the next question would be, do you spend it on stamina, or I feel like skill upgrades? Yule is important, but you can get Yule plenty of other ways, so I wouldn't worry about Yule too much. Yule comes to you quite frequently through various pathways. You know, stamina is something you can't get all the time. It's been nice with the current dice game that's going on in the game, so we've been able to go around the board and get stamina. That's been helpful, but I feel like stamina is something you're always going to need, so I would actually prioritize stamina second personally, and then I would go for these items over here for upgrading skills third, Yule fourth, and food last. Okay, so that's how I would prioritize the exchange shop from this raid when it does come out. So for this raid, there are 2 phases to it, and basically the simplest way I can put it is these guys do a lot of damage and they can really wipe a whole team pretty easily if you don't kill them quickly. That's just the simplest way to explain it, right? There's a lot more to it. You'll see it in game. I'll do an in-game guide when it comes out, and show you guys beating phase 1 and phase 2, but to oversimplify it, you want to nuke the crap out of phase 1 and phase 2. There are 2 different types. I think the first type is a blue type and the second type is a red type, if I remember correctly from JP. That was a long time ago. We'll see when it actually comes out on global and I'm actually able to play it for myself. But yeah, keep that in mind. The typing could matter for what units you do choose. So let's talk about potential teams and characters that you guys want to use to be able to beat this raid. And once again, as you progress, you want to be clearing this at like part 5 or part 6 every day if you can, to maximize your medals so you can get the most out of the exchange shop. And so here on Black Clover Mobile, once I open it back up, I already kind of listed out the supporters that I would use. So the idea for a team, let's go ahead and take a look at this, is to run like a bunch of supporters and like 2 supporters, and I would say 1 debuffer, and then 1 really, really strong attacker is what I would do. And so Finral is an amazing support, and Sally is an amazing support, and Charlotte is a really good debuffer. If you need to switch some of these characters out, another good option besides these supporters right here, I would say Nebra is a good option, and then there's 1 more, well, 2 more actually. Nebra or Valtos is a decent option maybe. Or you could potentially use Lotus in place of Charlotte. It just depends. But like Charlotte's free, you get her for free. You can get Finral for free. A lot of these characters are free, right? Sally's really, really good. If you happen to pull her, you're winning, right? So those are the main supporters that I would use on the team. And then in terms of attackers besides Asta, who you can use as kind of your nukers, these are the characters. So you're going to buff like Asta with Sally because Sally buffs, Finral buffs. They're all just buffing, you know, Asta, making him really strong. Besides using Asta as your attacker, you could potentially use any of these other characters. I would recommend probably Red Yami or Jack first. Licht is a character I would personally use out of my group of characters that I have as one of my attackers if I had to, but honestly Raya, if you happen to pull him, is a better choice than Licht. So if you have him, use Raya. Raya is really, really good. So yeah, it would be like Asta, Yami, Jack if you have him leveled up. Obviously mine isn't leveled up. And then Raya if you have him for just quick nuking, and support them with these supports, any of these supports that you choose. And that is going to be the best, absolute best way to clear this raid quickly and efficiently. And like I said, I will do a separate video once we have this raid in game, showing you guys going through it and beating it, hopefully somewhat easily. That is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button and hitting that subscribe button for more Black Clover content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.
Can anybody out there